All right, everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be going over the June 20th baseball games. We got 16 of them, including one doubleheader, a lot of other stuff, some news going around the MLB. Wander Franco, the #1 prospect across the entire MLB, is expected to make his debut tomorrow against the Boston Red Sox. So that's some pretty exciting news. We have the Diamondbacks continuing to lose. They're up to their 17th straight loss, and this is not including their road losing streak that they're still currently on. So they tied the 2011 Seattle Mariners for 17-game losing streak, and at this rate, I think they play the Milwaukee Brewers starting today. So it could be a tough. I could really see them pulling off a win there. We got a couple other stories around the MLB. Shohei Ohtani has now hit 6 home runs across the 6 games in a row. We got Kyle Schwarber setting some sort of record, hitting 5 home runs in 2 games himself, and a lot of other things, but we'll just jump into it. Like I said, we got 16 games, so if you enjoy these live streams, please go down there, like, subscribe, join the channel, join the community, join the discussion in the comments, all that fun stuff. Last thing before we get into it, power rankings, everybody's favorite segment on this channel. Got a new updated video of that came out last night. Comes out every Sunday after the Sunday night game, which this week was a 7-inning game, which is pretty much a shame, but I won't get into that too much. First game we get to here is the Nationals 5, Mets 2, and the Nationals are now 3 games below 500, and they handled the Mets over the weekend. 3 wins, 1 loss, and honestly, the loss was in a 7-inning game, which kind of works in the Mets' favor considering. But the Nationals are starting to chip their way back into the conversation, and I've talked about it on the channel a little bit, that the Nationals about 2 weeks ago, when they had that losing record, a few games below 500, they actually had the exact same record that they had when they won the World Series on the exact same day, and et cetera, so that's pretty big. Kyle Schwarber, like I said, 3 hits, 4 RBIs. He had a 3 home run night. He's up to 18 on the season, and he's hit 5 home runs now in the past 2 games. For the Mets, we have Kevin Pillar hitting his 6th, Pete Alonso hitting his 11th, and then also on the Nationals, we have no one else. It was all a Kyle Schwarber show. Patrick Corbin goes 6 innings, pitched 2 earned runs, 7 Ks, and we got Taijuan Walker going 6.1, 4 earned runs, and 5 Ks. And the loss, relatively okay for him there, but yeah. Moving along, we got Cleveland Indians bouncing back here with a nice win to avoid the sweep from the Pirates after that Friday night disaster game and blowing yesterday's game. They find a nice win here. And they were up 1-0, and the Pirates tied up in the 6th, and Cleveland added 1 in the 7th. Ramirez now has hit back-to-back days with a home run. He's up to 6, and this is Hanley Ramirez, not Jose, who Jose, I think, only pinch hit last night, coming back from the injury slowly. Hentges goes 5, 0 earned runs, 4 Ks. Brubaker goes 6.2, 2 earned runs, 9 Ks. I think the Pirates have someone in Brubaker. He's had a good season so far, just not getting the team overall around him to help him pick up some wins. Blue Jays 7, Orioles 3. And the Orioles, they're at 1-0 here, but Matt Harvey can't hold the fort down for too long. In that 5th inning, the Blue Jays put up a 4-run spot. There were no home runs coming from the Blue Jays, which honestly is a little bit surprising, but as we know, they have a very deep team, and they have quite a few guys on this team getting multi-hit nights. And Reese McGuire, the catcher, having a 4-hit, 2 RBI night. He's probably the highlight. Trey Mancini, 2 home run night, up to 14 on the season. So between Mullins, Mancini, and Mountcastle, these 3 guys put up a ton of home runs against this Blue Jays team, who the Blue Jays are pretty known for giving up home runs, at least this season. Severino getting his 3rd of the season. Matt Harvey last 4.1, 4 earned runs, 4 Ks. Believe it or not, one of his better starts as of late, lasting that long into the game before giving up a few runs. Ryu, Jays A's 7 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 4 Ks in the win. The Jays bounce back. They're back to 500 after going on a relatively long skid there of below 500 baseball, and actually losing the Orioles. The Orioles picked up 1 win last week, and it was against Toronto Blue Jays. They had a chance to win 2, I'd say. Yankees 2, Athletics 1. And in the Power Rankings video, we had a fan that pointed out that the A's have had one of the easier schedules in the MLB, which I can believe. But in this case, they're playing a team where they're likely competing for a wild card spot with right now, and they lost the series with the Yankees. They were at 1-0, but in that sixth inning, the Yankees do in a couple of runs. Gary Sanchez being the hero, 2-hit, 2 RBI night, coming off 2 doubles for him. Matt Olson hits that solo shot for the A's in that first inning, and that's pretty much the only thing. They give up 4 hits. They get 4 hits in the night. Sean Manaea was 5.1, 2 earned runs, 11 Ks for a good outing for him. He's 6-3 now in the season. Jordan Montgomery gets no decision, going 5.1, 1 earned run, 6 Ks. And like I said, no decision for him. Kansas City wins the rubber match against the Red Sox 7-3. And after the Red Sox took a 2-1 lead after 2 innings, the Royals add 3 in the bottom of the third and 3 more in the bottom of the sixth, and don't have to look back. Whit Merrifield, who is leading the league in stolen bases right now at 20, gets his 6th home run of the season. Kike Hernandez also hits his 6th for Boston, and Devers hits his 18th for Boston here. So Boston loses. This is probably one of their first series loss in a while if you're not counting Houston. So we're still giving them some credit along the way here, but you got to start winning some of these series. They're definitely against these lower teams like the Royals. Valdi goes 4, 3 earned runs, 4 Ks, and Minor goes 6.2, 2 earned runs in that one. Moving along to the one doubleheader yesterday. We have the Cardinals 9, Braves 1. I don't spend too much time on doubleheaders. Arenado, his 13th home run of the season. Goldschmidt, his 10th. So Cardinals have been struggling to get some offense going, but they found it in this game and putting up 9, and 2 of their power bats really getting done. Wainwright, this is probably the 3rd time it feels like that he's gone a complete game in one of these 7-inning games. He went 7, 11 strikeouts. So just a monster game from him. Bryce Wilson, they called him up to perform exactly in this game, and he gets the loss. 4 innings pitched, 5 earned runs. And then we go into the next game, and the Cardinals offense goes back to what it's been like all week, putting up 0 runs, 1-0 for the Braves. So they split the doubleheader. Acuna Jr. hitting his 100th home run of his career in this game, and it's the difference. It's all that it really takes. And the Braves are still 3 games below 500, and the Cardinals are 500. So that series over the weekend, believe they might have split it. Braves might have won it. I can't remember. I have to watch the power rankings for that. But both these teams are very much trying to get in the conversation for the wild card. Astros 8, White Sox 2, and the Astros just completely demolished the White Sox over the weekend, winning all 4 games, and quite a few of the games were pretty handily, including this one. Astros were down 2-1 after 2, but they put up a nice 5 spot in that 3rd inning and had tacked on a couple extras following that. But they didn't have to look back. Correa hitting his 14th home run of the season. He had a nice 2 hits, 1 RBI night. Toro had a 4-hit night for them. Jake Lamb hitting his 5th home run of the season, and that was that 2-run shot for them. Lance McCullers goes 6, 2 earned runs, 4 Ks, and Keuchel goes only 2.2, 3 earned runs, 4 walks, 3 Ks. Keuchel, a little bit of a rough outing for him, but the Astros scorching hot right now. Pick up a nice series sweep. Cubs 2, Marlins 0, and the Cubs bouncing back after losing the first 2 games of this series to the Marlins. They needed a good performance, and Alex Mills gives it to them. They get 1 run in the 3rd here and 1 run in the 5th, and that seems to be all they need. Alex Mills goes 5, 0 earned runs, 3 Ks, and Thompson goes 4, 0 earned runs, 7 Ks, but he's going to get the loss because he gets a unearned run charged against him, which is the difference because his team gets no offensive support, and it looks like Duvall's home run streak is over. And I'm sure the Cubs are going to be happy to leave the Marlins because the Marlins just seem to have had their number over the past 2 years. Twins 4, Rangers 2. Twins were out 4-0 here. Byron Buxton back in the lineup, hitting his 10th home run of the season. I know Twins fans are going to just be happy that this all-star is back in their lineup. 2-hit, 2 RBI nights. On the other side, Adias Garcia is up to 18 home runs now. He's starting to heat up again, getting his name back in that home run conversation. And Gallo hitting his 12th of the season. Dane Dunning goes 4 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, and 5 Ks. And Kenta Maeda, 5.1, 2 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, getting his 3rd one in the season. It seems like it's been quite a little while since we talked about Maeda getting a win on the year, so that's good that he's picking that up. Brewers 7, Rockies 3, and the Brewers got out to a 6-0 lead actually in this game. And then Colorado spanked on 6 at the bottom of the 6th inning. They just had a big inning. CJ Cron with a 3-hit, 2 RBI performance. Colton Wong is the big story for the Brewers. He had a 3-hit, 3 RBI performance, hitting his 5th home run of the season. And then home runs were piling in for the Rockies. We have Daza hitting his 2nd, Story his 6th, CJ Cron his 9th, and Fontes his 6th. So overall, we had 4 home runs coming from the Rocky side of it. Gonzalez goes 5.1, 6 earned runs, 4 Ks, and Lara goes 5, 3 earned runs, and 5 Ks. In the no decision, Godley comes in there, blows the save, and puts Milwaukee in the opportunity to lose the series, but they do come back and put up 1 run in the top of the 9th to manage a series tie with the Rockies 2-2. It was a good series, though. All the games ended within 1 run of each other. Giants 11, Phillies 2. Giants bouncing back after losing 1 game to the Phillies. They now won both 2, and they're going to win the series, and they continue to win series after series and sweeping the teams that are below them by significant. With the Diamondbacks, just been a very good team to watch. Wilmer Flores, 4 hits, 2 RBIs in this performance, and Giants got to be pretty happy with how things are going with their offense now. I know a lot of people, including myself, thought that was going to be the area of concern, and it has not been as of late. Yastrzemski hits his 9th. Wilmer Flores, 2 home runs in this game. He's up to 6. And Crawford, he continues to be pretty hot for the Giants. He's up to 16 of the season. And then for Phillies, we got Realmuto hitting his 7th. Zach Eflin only goes 5, 6 earned runs, 6 Ks. So that's a rough outing for Zach Eflin. Long making his debut for the Giants this season as a starter. 6 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 6 Ks. 1-0 on the season. Gets the run support. Gets the nice win. Tigers 5, Angels 3. Tigers avoiding the sweep from this 4-game set against the Angels, and it was in top of the 10th. They added 2 runs in there to make the difference. We have 9 hits for the Tigers, no home runs. Johnson Scope leading the way with a double, and then on the other side, Angels, Walsh, 18th home run of the season, and of course, Ohtani, 23rd home run of the season. He's up to 6 in 6 days, like I said at the top of the show. Dylan Bundy, 4 innings pitched, 1 earned run, 2 Ks. He's bringing his ERA down, but he definitely didn't get the length that they wanted out of him. Whereas on the other side, Casey Miz goes 5, 3 earned runs, 4 Ks. No decision for both these starters. As we went to the bullpen, we went to extras, and Fulmer comes in for that nice striking out the side for the win and his 6th save of the season. Dodgers 9, Diamondbacks 8, and honestly, this was 9-1 halfway through the game, and you thought, like, given the Diamondbacks' track record as of late, that this was completely over, but Diamondbacks put up a fight, and in the bottom of the 8th, they put up 6 runs of their own, bringing it within 1, hoping to snap the losing streak, but they were not able to. Reddick, 3-hit, 3 RBI performance, probably the biggest highlight for the Diamondbacks. Pujols hits his 11th home run of the season. He now has more home runs on the Dodgers than he did on the Angels all season long. Gonsolin goes 3.2, 1 earned run, 2 strikeouts. Casey Janssen comes in for his 18th save. Alex Young goes 3, 5 earned runs, 3 Ks. And then the bullpen kind of comes in there and actually takes care of business. We don't see that very often from the Diamondbacks that the bullpen comes in. Martin goes 3.24 earned runs, but the rest of them close the door. They actually come close, but they can't quite beat the Dodgers. Moving along, we got the Padres 3, Reds 2, and the Padres complete the series sweep of the Reds, 4 games here. And a lot of them came down to 1 run, late inning game wins for the Padres. Padres needed it. They were kind of struggling leading up to this homestand against the Reds. And the Reds were very hot, so this was 2 teams going opposite directions. And this series seemed to switch those directions, which, pretty funny. Myers had a nice triple in this one. We have no home runs, so Will Myers with the triple. Lamet goes 5, 0 earned runs, 7 Ks. So Lamet is now up to 81 pitches on season. So pretty much at this point, he's stretched out for the most part, and he's been performing pretty well as a big part of this rotation. Melancon comes in 21st save of the season. He's definitely leading the league. And Louis Castillo now 2-10 on the year. 6 innings pitched, 2 earned runs, 7 Ks. He gets a loss, but his ERA has been going down pretty significantly along the way here. At least the last 5 outings for him or so have been very good. Last game here, we got the Mariners 6, Rays 2, and the Mariners complete this 4-game sweep of the Tampa Bay Rays, and it all leads up to Wander Franco getting the call. We'll see him on Tuesday. I know I'm excited. We'll see what you guys think about that. This one was tied going to extras, and then we had a nice walk-off grand slam by Long Jr., the 9-hole batting ninth. Gets his grand slam, which is monster for him. Torrens hits his 5th home run of the season as well for the Seattle Mariners. Marco Gonzalez goes 6.1, 2 earned run, 6 Ks, and McClanahan goes 6, 1 earned run, 8 Ks. McClanahan had a great outing, and he's been a pretty good addition to that rotation. Castillo is going to get the loss here. And yeah, well, that pretty much wraps it up. We had, 16 games across the MLB. Like I said at the top of the show, we had the power rankings come out last night, so if you haven't seen that, make sure you check that video out. Updated power rankings every Sunday. And yeah, thanks for watching. No questions in the chat or anything like that, so we're going to sign off here, and we will see you for the next video. Thanks for watching.